Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Sunday, April 28th, 2024, and it looks like spring has finally arrived, about a month or so behind schedule. It's supposed to get up to 80 degrees today, so I decided to make the drive up here to the Raritan River to see if I couldn't catch my first smallmouth bass of the year. And for that matter, my first fish out of the Raritan River this year altogether. So I'm gonna start out by throwing around the little tube jig, which rarely lets me down, and we'll see if the warming temperatures have got the smallmouths in a feeding mood. I had to do a bit of walking to get away from all the stocky fishermen, which are out in force on such a beautiful day, but I was able to find an unoccupied stretch of river to fish. Even on really pressured rivers, if you're willing to hoof it, you should be able to find your own stretch. Most of the fishermen will stay by the bridges because those are the easiest to fish. What is this? Hang on, I see something down there. You have got to be kidding me. Look at this Guggen rig. Oh my God. This is comical. I don't want this in my river. Well, there used to be a tree overhanging the water right there. And I think that's it down there. I think it got washed away during the last flood. Don't know how that's going to change this hole. I've caught fish under that tree before. Well guys, I saw this slack water area right here and I wanted to check it out because the river temps have been in the mid to high 50s for the past week, and that might be enough for some early spawners to come up into quieter waters. And if that is the case, this is the kind of place they would be. Usually the first wave of spawners are some of the biggest fish in a body of water. So who knows, there could be a big fat mama smallmouth sitting on a bed in here somewhere. Or it could all be wishful thinking. Oh, there's a fish. It's not very big. What do we got? There's a smallmouth. Little guy. There we go, first smallie of the year. Mission accomplished. Let's see if we can't find something a little bit bigger. Guys, I might be saying this because I know I'm not going to get skunked this time, but I really don't care if the fishing is tough today. I mean, today is just an absolutely beautiful day to be out here. This is literally the day I've been waiting for all year. And I couldn't be happier to be where I am and to be doing what I'm doing. And if I can catch fish, well, so much the better. But my day has already been made. There's a fish. Feels like a better fish. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit better. Nice smallie. Boy, he gave that thing a real thump when he hit. There was no doubt in my mind what was going on down there. All right. Ah, man, I just can't seem to get this hook out of here. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay, he's good and free. Huh. There's a bunch of sunfish right down below me, using me as a current break. There we go. Right out in front of me. Ah. Sunfish are always entertaining. Well, guys, I have reached the end of this stretch, and starting from these rapids down below, that spot's probably been pounded by stocky fishermen all morning. So I think I'm gonna forego fishing there, and I'm gonna head someplace that I think was probably a little bit less pressured. So sit tight, and I will see you in a couple of seconds. Well, here we are at the next spot. This stretch of the river runs through some land that most people don't even know is public. It certainly doesn't look like public land, but I was able to verify with the ownership entity, and indeed, this land is public access. So I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm gonna see if the smallmouths are any more willing to bite than they were at the last place. Looks like there's some kind of a nest out there. I don't see anything on it, but it looks fresh. Wonder if the first wave of spawners I was talking about have already come and gone. Oh my gosh. I see a giant fish on a bed. I think it's a smallmouth. Okay, I don't know about giant, but it's a big fish. It's pushing 3 pounds. Let's see if I can get her. Oh, she might be 4. Oh, she's big. She's a big girl. Oh, she had it in her mouth. She had it in her mouth. And I can tell too. Look at that. She ripped off all the tentacles. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I gotta get another bait on. Got her. Oh no! Oh. 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 Oh no. Oh. 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 Oh God, I need a minute. Oh. Oh no. That sucked. All right. Well, she's back on her nest. She might hit again. All right, guys, I got a Ned rig tied on now, and I just hope, I pray that this fish gives me another chance. And I pray that I don't blow it again. Oh, she had it. She had it. I felt her swimming off with it. Okay, all right. Okay, she's active. That's why I missed her. Look at that. It bunched up on there. Okay, let's hope that doesn't happen again and I can stick her next time. But she is pissed. Got her. Oh my God, she's bigger than I thought. She is bigger than I thought. She's a monster. She is a monster. Please stay on. Please stay on. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This thing is massive! This is massive! This is a massive smallmouth. This might be the biggest smallmouth I've ever caught. Oh my gosh! Look at her! Look at the size of her! She's got to be over 20. She's got to be over 20. Oh my gosh! I can't believe it. I can't believe I caught that fish. Okay, okay, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a measurement on this girl. I wanna see how big she is exactly. Let's get her refreshed, get her a gulp. That's gotta be over 20. There's no way that's not over 20. Okay, easy girl, easy, easy, easy. Just stay cool, just stay cool. Okay, lay her down, get her measured. How big is she? That's like 20, that's 21 and a half. That is 21 and a half. I think that's the biggest smallmouth bass I've ever caught. She's all messed up here. I'm gonna cut that, pull her out, get that hook out of her face, and let her go. Oh my gosh. One last look, guys. That is a monster Raritan River smallmouth bass if I have ever seen one. There she goes. I am speechless. There's a fish. It's another smallie. It's another good one. Not as big as that last one, but this is a good one. get this dude in the net. Yes, all right. Another big smallie. That's a solid fish. That'd be the fish of the day on almost any other day. Look at that. That's like a solid. Well, of course the camera would lose battery right there, but you guys saw that fish. Nice solid 15-inch smallmouth. Looked like it was pre-spawn. Turned into a pretty good day so far. I certainly have no complaints. All right, well, just like at that last spot, I was only able to land 2 smallmouths out of this stretch, but they were of considerably better size than at the last spot. In fact, I don't know how I'm going to be able to top that, or if it's even possible. But I got plenty of daylight left and more spots on this river to try. So sit tight and I will see you in a couple of seconds. All right, here we are at spot number 3. And this spot actually was not on my list today until I caught that big bedding fish, because I thought, well, if there's one, there might be more. And I know that smallmouths will spawn in this eddy here. So I'm gonna look over this area, see if I can find any bedding fish. I probably won't be here for very long if I don't see any bedding fish, because that's mainly what I'm here to see. But hopefully I can find a couple, and hopefully they're big. I think I see one out there. It's not huge, but it's a good size. Ooh, she had it. Didn't feel it until it was too late. Nuts. All right. At least she's on it. There we go. Once again, bigger than I thought. She's strong. She don't want to give up. Come on, there we go. There we go. That's a fine smallmouth right there. Solid 16, 17 probably. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's get her back. There she goes, full of energy, ready to keep guarding that nest. Is that another one? Yeah, I think there's another one right out there. It's maybe 30 feet from that last one. This one's not as big, I don't think. Ooh! She had it. Look at that. Alright, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trim this, give her a smaller target. There we go. Wow, another strong fish. Yes, all right. Yeah, I think she might be a little bit smaller than that last one, maybe by an inch, but that's still a real nice fish. I'll take that any day. All right, let's get her back. Well, I only found those 2 smallies on beds, and quite frankly, I'm totally fine with that. That was great. So I think I'm gonna leave this spot behind, and I think the play for the rest of the day is just gonna be move around, try to find more bedding fish, because they're clearly up there. So if I catch any more, I'll put it in the video. If not, I will see you at the outro. Well guys, that is gonna do it for today. Long story short, I did not catch any more fish. I did see one more decent sized bedding smallmouth at the last spot I checked, but it was right next to a bridge piling in the middle of the river. And for me to get to it, I would have had to throw the waders back on, go about a 1/4 mile downstream, cross the river, wade back up, and cast to him from across a pool. And not only would that have been incredibly difficult, I pretty much didn't have enough time to do that. So that fish chose a pretty darn good spot to put their nest. But I'm not complaining about not getting that one, because I caught plenty of nice sized smallmouths today, including the biggest smallmouth I have ever caught. Not just out of the Raritan River, but in my life. So I would say that today, I'm gonna put today in the epic category. Today was an epic day on the Raritan River. And I'll tell you what, with how much it kicked my butt over the past 2 months, I really feel like I deserved it. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.